Hello, my name is Eduardo and I am here with another tutorial for App Inventor. So today I will show you how to make a LifeBar for your game or app in App Inventor. Well, first let's start with project. We're going to set here portrait mode, or you can use landscape, it's okay. Then we're going to drag a canvas and we set it to fill parent. That's it. Then we need sprite, and this sprite, it is for our LifeBar. We rename it to LifeBar sprite. That's it. And then we add a sensor, a clock, and this is the clock for the LifeBar. So LifeBar clock. That's it. So now we can add more things, but we're going to use the time to do this. So first we are going to create some variables. Okay. Well, before that I forgot, we need the LifeBar. So we will use here a graphic, very simple graphic. So I'm gonna use Inkscape. I'm going to create this thing. So maybe a LifeBar like that one. I'm gonna set it to 256 times 64, or even better, 32. I guess that's okay. So, and then we export this LifeBar. Let's say 78. That's it. We call it LifeBar test. We export, and it is like, whoa, 275. No, it's incorrect. I need 260. Export, yes, replace times 32. And then we go here and we are going to use the LifeBar. So we go here, picture, upload file. It is tutorial, LifeBar test. That's it. So well, now we return here. Well, here we just place it. So it is like there. Okay, so well, now let's start with the variables, and we start with the full size bar, and we're going to set first 0. Okay, then we go create other variables, reduction, and let's say that fraction or whatever, so equals 0. And then I guess with this one said it's okay. And we can use another one for original xPosition. Okay, we are going to create some procedures. So we have this, and then we're going to use some defaults. Okay, so let's, instead of reduce, let's call it updateLifeBar. It sounds better. We are going to use another procedure. So well, update, we're going to update the LifeBar. How? Well, first we need another one. Instead of this one, let's start with load values. So the default values for the LifeBar. So first we say that What about the full size? Well, LifeBar width, we're going to set it to, we're going to use this guy, we're going to set the full size bar to canvas, and we're going to use the width of the canvas times maybe I want the LifeBar to be just like 80% of the total of the width of the screen, 80%. So I'm going to multiply this times 0.8. So that is the 80%. Okay, so remember, this is the 80%. Now the LifeBar sprite, so go full size W. Okay, so because it's the width, so we're going to set it to this. Okay, and now we're going to use set the original position. So the original position will be, we're going to do something similar to this. We duplicate this one, and we want it to be, so if it's on the left, it will be like 0% of the screen. So remember, values increase when they go near to the right side. So in this case, I want my bar to be maybe to the 12% or 15% of the screen. That's it. And then we set the position. So, the X position to original X position, and for the other one, the Y, we're not going to move a lot the Y, so we just duplicate, and we want it to be in the upper part. So what if we do something similar to this? We duplicate, but now we are going to use the height. So we want it to be at, I don't know, at 30% of the screen, at the height of the screen. So if this were like 80%, it will be like in the bottom part. Okay, so we want it to be in the upper part. So I guess we have almost the defaults. Okay, well, the LifeBar clock. So I guess with 1 second it's okay. So we're going to use this just to make sure this is disabled. That's false. Okay, so we're going to load these values when we start the app. These are the defaults. So let's see if this is like working. So let's refresh the screen. And yes, we have it almost like that. Okay, so now we're going to check here. We're going to use the clock for the update position. So let's suppose that we start the watch, the clock, okay, while we, for example, we touch the LifeBar. Okay, so in this case, I'm going to do it like that. So I'm going to use this guy, and we're going to, when we touch it, or we touch up, or whatever, we're going to just touch up this sprite, the LifeBar. We're going to run the update procedure. Okay, so now let's go to the update the LifeBar. So we have here the full size of the bar. So if we have like this, every time that the clock cycles, we want it to reduce, okay, in a percentage. So we're going to do it first. Okay, we're going to say LifeBar with we are missing one value, that is the reduction fraction. So we're going to set it here to, we're going to use here, we're going to divide So in this case we're going to divide the size of this bar. We're going to divide the bar in 8 parts, for example. 8 parts, that's it. We're going to divide it in 8 parts, so we're going to reduce in this amount. So now every time we update, we will reduce the size of the LifeBar. Width. This minus the reduction fraction. Okay, but we want to stop this when we when we finish. Okay, so we're going to use an if condition here. If, so let's say that if, in this case, if it's higher than this, okay, so the minimum reduction, so we want to continue doing this if it's bigger, okay, else we are going to stop the clock. Duplicate, so when we get like to the minimum size, we're going to stop the clock and we're going to reset the LifeBar width to its original position. So in this case we are going to use the width, original size. Okay, this is very important. Every time we update, we need to set again this, okay, the position. Okay, so global, duplicate also here, and we have it like that. Okay, every time we touch this thing, we will do it like that. Yes, okay, so you can use here, in this case I am using the clock, but you can use it for example when we touch something, okay, but I will explain you. So just update LifeBar. I will go here and we're going to touch right now the LifeBar to see what happened. So what about if we use here this to show a message, title. So you call it and you say game over, man, or better, you're dead. So we have it like that. If not, you're alive. So now let's see what's happening now. Okay, well, let's refresh everything to load all the values. 1, 2, enter, locks. So let's see if this is working or not. Deep. You're dead. Okay, or also we can do something extra for this. I will show you what thing, okay, just to give you some ideas. So let's go here, let's add sprite, let's add another sprite, let's call this one player sprite, and this is going to be enemy sprite. Right, that's it. Okay, just let me make this thing bigger. That's it, because it looks better. So well, now we need some images for these guys. Picture, upload. I'm gonna use some old images. Maybe here, this is the player, my old friend, Squarey. And this is the enemy, evil ice cream. they are not very big. I guess that's okay. Just to give you an example, so let's say that if player collides with enemy, okay, so let's say that it's equals if player collisions get other equals to enemy sprite, I guess that's it. Then we are going to what? We are going to call updateLifeBar. I guess yes. So we're going to use updateLifeBar, and that's it. Okay. So but we're going to move them. Okay. So let's say that enemy, we can drag this guy. So let's go here to enemy. So this is just something really fast that you can do. Okay, current, duplicate, Y, current, Y. So now I hope we can drag it. Oh, ouch, ouch, and that's it. And that's it. That's the way you do this thing. Okay, so as I show you, you can do it like using time. For example, when I touch here, when you enable the time, so and it will change to this. But what about if we have this thing, okay, and if we collide instead of this, the update, the LifeBar, what about if you have something good? Okay, so what about if you are eating an ice cream and you get some points for this? Well, we are going to change this. Okay, so we are going to increase the size. So in this case we are going to use LifeBar plus global reduction, but in this case if LifeBar width it is smaller than, so, and the else, well, we don't have any else, so we're not going to enable, disable. So I guess that's okay, but it is almost a thing. So we use LifeBar 2. So let's say that we have this procedure and we eat ice cream, we eat ice cream, we eat ice cream, we eat ice cream. So if you check it, it's not like getting bigger. Okay, so maybe because you need to do this. So global reduction, so we are going to increase it times 2. Okay, so now let's see what's happening with update LifeBar. So this is not from friend, this is from enemy, this is from friend. Okay, so again we enable the clock, we eat the ice cream, we eat the ice cream, and we get, you are like having this thing. Well, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Okay guys, so just to show you again everything. So first, remember, you need to create some variables, that is the full size, okay, the reduction fraction, and the original xPosition. We're going to load these values first. Okay, we load the default values and we're going to set here if you are using a clock or not. Okay, so the size, okay, so use this thing of the percentage to make things easier. So the reduction just divided by the number. Okay, for example, you can use 4 or 3 or something. Okay, so the position, and that's it. Basically that is the idea. If we update here when we start the game, so we're going to use this in the clock. Okay, so well, the LifeBar, we have to check that the LifeBar it is bigger than the global full size, well, the reduction, the minimum amount of a LifeBar we can have. Okay, so and then we set a message here and we start like reducing every time the clock cycles, and that's it. Then if we get to the minimum size, okay, so we are going to stop the game or whatever, and we call here, we disable the clock in this case when we are using the clock, and then you set the LifeBar to the original size, sprite, okay, the position, and also we add a title. If you want to use it in an enemy, well, you use it like this one, just insert it here in collide, okay, or if you can use it the opposite way, so every time you eat something or you take an item, so well, you can increase your or recover some energy from your LifeBar. Okay, so it is not necessary to have this LifeBar to decreasing all the time, but maybe when you are attacked or something. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed this very simple tutorial. My name is Eduardo. Well, I see you next time, and just wait for the last part of the platform tutorial. Please share this video with people who works with App Inventor or is studying App Inventor or something. Okay, so I hope I'm sure they will find it useful. Well, I will see you next time. Thank you. My name is Eduardo. See you next time.